Clearly, making our refineries work at full capacity remains perhaps the only way to address all these challenges. What have you found to be the problem? Why is this such an intractable problem? Why is this so difficult to do?
Very soon, we will be there. The refineries will be supplying at least maybe like 40% of what our needs will be in the country. But you must appreciate the fact that, yes, the refineries, when they begin to work, it means that we have refined products locally available. It doesn't necessarily mean that they will be cheaper. Yeah, because the crude prices remain the same. It's based on an international index. What basically would save from importation is freight costs and taxes, because it would be much cheaper for me to load PMSA petrol from Port Harcourt or Warri than to bring in PMS from Abidjan or to bring in from the Netherlands. So that much element would not be there. And also, on the part of Forex, it would also mean that even if I'm buying locally, I'm not putting so much pressure on the Forex, which right now I'm going to CBN to demand for Forex. I'm opening LCs to some foreign company. It would mean that I'm buying the PMS locally at the refinery in Naira, even if it is at the equivalent of $1 amount. So at least there will be that much. And to date, I think we are one of the largest consumers of Forex. So that would affect our exchange rate. It would help our exchange rate. So those are the kind of, and then of course, create employment in the industry and all that and all that. So of course, the benefits are there.
You have been in the political trenches since the 1990s. You made an unsuccessful bid for the governorship of Ogun State and also for the senatorial seat. What is it about politics that keeps you so attached to it?
My first political exposure, I was informed by having been abroad for so many years. I came back, and like I always tell people, I remembered where I come from, which is Ogun State, and my part of Ogun State is called Ijebu. I had images of it in Technicolor in my mind. But when I came back, what I saw was worse than a black and white picture. And I thought, surely there's got to be a way to help these people. Having acquired all this exposure and knowledge, there must be a way to bring some of this experience back into the fore and help in governance. And that was how come I went into the Senate in 1998 and I won. And I was a senator-elect until the president then passed on and the whole republic collapsed. Ever since, I have continued to have an interest in playing my part in governance. And I've always believed, I'm a firm believer of the fact that if all of us decide to abstain because we perceive governance or politics to be dirty, we'll only be ruled by the fools, and we'd even be worse off. So that continues to be the reason why I have maintained a keen interest. I ran for Senate in 2015. I continue to keep an eye on
Will you
politics.
be giving it another go?
I am seriously thinking about it. I think that Ogun State is a very blessed state. We enjoy the proximity of being close to Lagos. As a matter of fact, we are the breadbasket of Lagos. You find out that every Fortune 500 company in Nigeria is in Ogun State. I mean, name it, from Dangote to Lafarge to everybody is in Ogun State. We also enjoy the fact that we've got a large landmass, and you find that most people that work in Lagos State actually live in Ogun State. So there are a lot of benefits. We have, the right type of soil for all manner kind of agriculture. It's easy to grow things in Ogun State, harvest and bring to Lagos. So we're actually feeding Lagos as we speak. So it's a state that has numerous potentials, and I believe that the citizenry of Ogun State actually can benefit from good leadership. They have continued to benefit from good leadership. We have one in the incumbent Governor Ibukune Amosu, and I think anyone who takes over from him can only build on what Governor Amosu has done and continues to do.
Talking about building, you have quietly built a formidable business empire from scratch. And when you were relatively young, what qualities do you need to build a business from nothing?
I think that building a successful business had a lot to do with the individual. I think it had a lot to do with having the hunger and passion in you to excel, and regardless of what the challenges are. Because you will agree with me that doing anything successfully in Nigeria is a minute-by-minute challenge. At times, as if all the odds are stacked against you. I come from a very humble parentage, and modestly, you know my parents very well. They were basically teachers. And I had said from early childhood that I wasn't going to end up being a professor or a teacher. That I knew I wasn't going to be. I had always had a knack for buying and selling when I was in Ife. It was just something that was always a part of me. So I think some of these things that we end up at are things that are traits that we've always had from from our early childhood. At times they're like that. At times they're born out of a conscious decision that we make that, look, I do not want to be this. I don't want to be a failure. I do not want to end up in mediocrity. I will search for what God-given talent I have, and I will maximize it. And I think that for me, it's I'm a people person. I'm a natural at sales. I have tried my hands on so many things, and it's just by the grace of God that I'm where I am today. I think that, and I'm very grateful, very grateful. So I believe that having the passion in you, being very hardworking, being consistent, being forthright, being focused, being resilient, I think that there are elements that propel one to get to where one wants to get to. You just have to identify that aspect or that niche that you want to play at. And I mean, at times it may not even be the first thing that you put your hands on that would work, but surely if you are consistent and you are determined, I always say to people, just be known for something. You have to be known for something. Once you are known for something, even if that thing is not working, other things will, come along, and people will refer to you and say, oh, this is that gentleman that has made a success of that thing, and surely he'll be able to, probably make a success of this, and that's been the story of my life.
Mr. Dapo Abiodun, we thank you for your time.
Modi, thank you very much.
And we thank you for watching. Please join us next time when the program returns. But between now and then, let's continue the conversation online at channelstv.com, and tweet me your thoughts, will you please, at ModeliSY. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.